Hello everyone, welcome to yet another session. Today we are going to look at accounting paper 1, May-June 2021. We are going to look at question number 2.1 in particular. We are going to look at the weighted average method of stock valuation. Remember, there are three different methods of stock valuation: the weighted average method, the first in, first out method, as well as the specific identification method. So 2.1 says, refer to additional information BF. Calculate the value of the closing stock on 28 February using the weighted average method. So the examiner is telling us which information to use in order to answer this question. We are supposed to use additional information BF. So that is all the information that I need to enable me to get these 5 marks. So it says the business sells sunglasses. The accountant has incorrectly calculated the closing stock amount, which is reflected on the trial balance. The weighted average method should have been used. This must be corrected. The following details are applicable. So at the beginning of the year, on the 1st of March 2020, we had 4,000 units with a total value of 2,433,000 rands. And then at the end of the year, we had 2,400 units, and that is the value that we are supposed to calculate. What is the value of these sunglasses at the end of the year? So at the beginning of the year, we had 4,000. Then during the course of the year, we bought 4,200 units with a total value of 2,730,000. We also bought 4,800 units on the 15th of October with a total value of 3,792,000. And on the 11th of February, we bought 2,500 units with a total value of 2,050,000. So you can see that these items were bought during the course of the year with different average cost or with different cost price. So we have to use the weighted average method to try and figure out that what is the value of the 2,400 units that we have. Now, what do I do with this information? We are using the weighted average method. So what do? I'm going to look into my total cost that I have, my total stock that I have, and then I divide that by the quantity that we had during the course of the year. What does that mean? So the first thing that we do is we are going to look at the stock that we had at the beginning of the year. So we had stock worth 2,433,000. I'm going to write here 2,433,000. That is the stock that we had. Then what happened? I'm going to add the stock that we bought during the course of the year. Now, to avoid wasting time, you do not have to input these individual stock values. Like on the 31st of May 2020, you enter the 2,730,000. On the 15th of October, you enter again the 3,792,000. The examiner has already done the calculation for you. The examiner has already given you the total. That the stock that was bought during the course of the year had a value of 8,572,000. That is what I'm going to do. I'm going to add that 8,572,000. That is the value of the stock that I bought during the course of the year. Since I'm calculating an average, I have to divide. Everything. I divide it by the total quantity of stock that we had. So the 2,433,000, it's the 4,000 units. The 4,000 units plus the 8,572,000. The total quantity is this one. It's given here is 11,500. Then I say plus 11,500. Then I put these numbers in my calculator. 2,433,000 plus 8,572,000 divide by the total quantity, which is 15,500. And then I'm going to get something like 710 rands. So it means that our stock on average, it costed us 710 rands per unit. But how many units do we have at the end of the year? We had 2,400. So I'm going to multiply this by 2,400. Then you put this information in your calculator. Let's quickly do the calculation and see how much are we going to get. So it's 710 multiplied by 2,400. Then we get 1,704,000. 1,704,000. So you write the 1,704,000 here. And that's how you get these 5 marks. Let's see how the examiner would have allocated these marks. There's 1 mark there, there's another mark there, there's another mark there, there's another mark there. And then you get your 5 marks there. Now, learners, how would you have wasted time here? You would have wasted time if you had to put these individual values on your answer book. The 2,730,000, the 3,792,000, you were already given the total. That's what I put on this total given here is what I put on my question, on my answer book, the 8,572,000. And then I divided everything by the total quantity. Another mistake that learners make is they forget to include the 4,000 units that we had at the beginning. Remember, these 4,000 units, we had them in stock at the beginning of the year. So we need to include them in our calculation. So the 4,000 units are worth 2,433,000 plus what we bought during the course of the year. We bought stock worth 8,572,000 at different times at different costs. Then since we are calculating an average, we divide this by the quantity of the stock. At the beginning of the year, our quantity was 4,000, and then we also bought 11,500 worth of stock. Look at how I simplified this calculation. I did not repeat these numbers given by the examiner. The examiner has already done the calculation for me. So I just needed to take the totals, the 11,500 as well as the 8,572,000. That's all that I had to do. And then I put this on my answer book, and it gives me my final stock value of 1,704,000. I hope you benefited. Don't forget to like the page, share the page, subscribe, and share. Thank you. See you next time. Bye for now.